Freddy Fazbear. He's the lead singer of his crew of 4 people: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Inside of the pizzeria, he is a well-known animatronic, very full of joy and whimsy. But outside, are those his true colors? There are many well-accounted photos and videos of Freddy Fazbear being a #1 hitter in O Block, pairing alongside King Von. Seeing this latest news information, it had me thinking, is Freddy Fazbear invited to the cookout? So you guys clicked on the video because you wanted a very serious video, and that's what I'm here to give you. My name's Khalees. Thank you guys for 5.7 thousand subscribers. We're almost on the way to 6,000, which is insane, so thank you. But let's get straight to the video. Now, first, I must define what is a cookout. And I feel like I must define this because many different cultures have different versions of what a cookout is, alright? So white people call, cookouts like a backyard barbecue or like a family gathering. Mexicans go with like a carne asada. Asians, actually, I don't even know. I'm Filipino. I mean, we say like, we say come over. I don't know. There's not really a designated name, but black people kind of coined the term cookout. It's one of the most popular terms ever. And today we're going to be asking ourselves, is Freddy Fazbear invited to a cookout? But before we get to the question that everybody's waiting for, I mean, let's look at the rest of the cast, right? So we have Bonnie, Golden Freddy, Foxy, Chica. The first person that we're going to be designating whether they are invited to the cookout or not is going to be Bonnie the Bunny. Mind you, all of these animatronics sit somewhere between 6'6" and 6'11", according to multiple sources. And is Bonnie going to be invited to the cookout? I mean, let's take personality into account. I'm looking at Bonnie right now. Bonnie's got a guitar. Is Bonnie going to be bringing the guitar to the cookout? I mean, probably. The thing is, look, whenever you go to a family gathering or cookout, you don't really want to be there just listening to one person play an instrument the entire time. And I feel like some people, not all people, some people who bring instruments to family gatherings, you're kind of just looking for attention. Is Bonnie that type of person? I'd say so. Bonnie's been on stage for his entire life. He's a performer. He has a guitar. You love that, I'm glad that you want to perform things when you're at work, but bringing that to a cookout, I mean, bro, come on now. Ain't nobody trying to listen to that while eating on some grub. But does Bonnie seem like a cool person? Yeah, Bonnie seems pretty cool. The thing is, Bonnie actually used to run in my high school. Bonnie ran a 4.5 40-yard dash. So if they're if they're playing basketball or doing any collaborative sport, I'm sure Bonnie would be a good pick to have on your team. So you gotta take that into account. But at the end of the day, bro, Bonnie is, I don't know. I feel like Bonnie seems kind of annoying when it comes to a cookout. Bonnie, you are not getting in. I'm not letting your ass in there, bro. Maybe if you leave the guitar at the crib, but I mean, realistically, you bring that shit everywhere with you. The only time I see you not carrying your guitar is when you're trying to chomp someone's head off, so sorry, Bonnie, it's not happening. All right, next up, we got Golden Freddy. Let's be honest, guys. I don't know what you want me to say here. Look at Golden Freddy, man. Look at him. Brother, we have kids here. Like, I'm not letting this crackhead into the cookout. Golden Freddy, in my eyes, is like the brother that didn't succeed as much as Freddy did. I mean, look at him tweaking out in the corner. He's a cool guy, but we tried to take him to rehab like 4 or 5 times, and he just keeps relapsing. I'm not letting Golden Freddy around my kids. He's a well-known tweaker. You look away from Golden Freddy for 1 second, and then he just disappears. Like, I don't even know if he's gonna want to be there. I'm gonna try my hardest to show him a good time, but I feel like whenever I try my hardest to find Golden Freddy, he just never shows up. But he is a very cool guy. He just went down the wrong path as he was growing up, which is really unfortunate because, Golden Freddy used to be a really good kid, especially in elementary schools, man. Good memories of that guy. As of right now, Golden Freddy, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to let you in. I can't do it. If we're playing sports at the cookout, I don't even know if you'll even be able to play him. Me personally, I've never seen Golden Freddy actually stand up. He's always some like translucent being that just, appears and disappears whenever he wants to. So I'm sorry, Golden Freddy, it's not going to happen. All right, now moving on to Chica. Chica the chicken. I make a bunch of jokes here on the channel that Chica's pretty big, and the reason of that is because Chica's actually been to a few of my cookouts, man. She eats really good. The thing is, with showing up to a cookout or showing up to any gathering, as a matter of fact, you don't ever want to show up empty-handed. And when I say empty-handed, I don't mean like bringing a guitar to a cookout, Bonnie. That's not showing up with a gift. I mean like bringing actual food, bringing some cups, paper plates, I don't know, some cornbread, mac and cheese, something. You gotta show up with something. And what does Chica do? Chica, every time, she brings some cookies, and most importantly, she brings that cupcake. It's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. If Chica the chicken is coming over to the cookout, she's gonna be bringing the cupcake. And the cupcake's amazing for the kids. The kids are gonna love it. I think so far, Chica the chicken is somewhere that I would actually just personally hang out with. I mean, Chica's really cool. She's very big, so she'll eat. she's not a very picky eater. You also don't want that. You show up to the cookout with Bonnie, right? Bonnie's got a pretty, you know, okay physique. You can tell that Bonnie eats, but what does he eat? Bonnie's a very picky eater. Actually, I don't know if you know, but Bonnie's vegan. Like, Bonnie doesn't eat no cheese, no eggs, nothing. Nah, Bonnie's not a part of that. So I'm not gonna invite somebody to the cookout. He's gonna be very picky and not eat 99% of what's on the table. Golden Freddy, I don't even know if he eats. Bro, like, does Golden Freddy even eat anything? I don't think I've ever seen Golden Freddy, you know, do anything other than tweak now that I'm thinking about it. You got a person that doesn't eat at all, and then you have a vegan. But then, most importantly, you got Chica the chicken. If I had to pick one, I'm picking Chica the chicken. She eats everything. Last year, I made some shitty-ass cornbread, and she was there, devoured the whole thing all by herself. You know, mind you, I was kind of messed up. You know, there was, because, you know, my little cousin, you know, he's been going through a rough time, and he really wanted some cornbread, but Chica was down in that thing, but you know, the fact that Chica's eating is good. One thing in like Dominican and Filipino culture, whenever you go to a guest house, you have to eat no matter what. We're gonna be force feeding you food, and if you don't, I mean, no one says it's rude per se, but if you're not eating, it's kind of like disrespectful. So I'd rather have someone eat a lot of food than not eat food at all. So Chica the chicken, I mean, you're definitely coming in. You're definitely coming in. Next person we have Foxy the pirate. Now, Foxy the pirate, he's a cool guy. The thing is, when I think of Foxy the pirate, I don't know what it is. I mean, look at him standing right there. I think of NBA Youngboy. I don't really have a correlation or any direct reasoning to that, but Foxy is definitely one of the fastest characters out of everybody who's gonna be at the cookout. So I mean, if we're playing basketball, you know, we're doing any family games, we're doing charades, we're doing any of that. I mean, Foxy's gonna be there. He's a very competitive guy. I'm bringing Foxy for the sheer fact that he actually wants to be there. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he's a bit shy. Foxy's a very shy guy. In Finds a Phrase 1, he's in Pirate's Cove. He doesn't really come out. He doesn't really like being watched, but you know, if you leave him a little bit to himself, you know, he'll slowly come out of his shell. It's gonna be awkward for the first couple hours. I mean, that's kind of how it is whenever you go to a cookout where you don't know anybody. You show up for a little bit, 30 minutes to an hour, you don't really talk to anybody. You're kind of just there vibing, making awkward small talk. After the drinks start coming, everybody's eating. I mean, you kind of break out of your shell, and that's kind of the embodiment of all of us. So Foxy the pirate, he's definitely gonna be coming to the cookout. He's a very nice guy. He comes out of his shell, and next thing you know, he's charging at you with a hug. Also with kids, he does like also try to put on a show for some kids, so you know, he's good around kids, but he can come off as a little bit scary. Foxy doesn't have any clothes other than shorts, and you know, actually, now speaking on that, I don't think Chica has clothes neither. Chica has a bib with no clothes. Bonnie has no clothes on but a bow tie. Freddy has no clothes and a bow tie. Golden Freddy has no clothes. Wait, how do they got bow ties but they don't have any clothes on? Why is no one talking about this? Okay, you know, oh man, that's terrible. Oh, Foxy. Now that I'm thinking about it, Foxy the pirate is the only animatronic out of the Finds a Phrase 1 crew who will not go to jail for indecent exposure. He actually has like some shorts on with no shirt, but I mean, you know, that's better than nothing. Well, also playing off that, they are all animals. I mean, no one really throws clothes on their dog unless they just want their dogs to be cute. I mean, I can't blame them for that. You know, if you see a butt-ass naked dog, I mean, you're not gonna be mad about it. Yeah, I mean, you see a naked duck. Yeah, okay, I'll let it slide, but I mean, that's kind of weird. But Foxy, you're definitely coming through. Foxy's a good guy. Leading into all of that, Freddy Fazbear, man. You know, based off of his activity in the game, he also is a bit more on the shy side. He kind of does lurk in the shadows a little bit. He does go into rooms unannounced. He does murder people. I mean, technically all the animatronics murder people, but I mean, you know, everybody has their flaws. Freddy's the main singer in the entire cast. He's a very funny guy, and he plays music out of his music box. He has a nice top hat. He has a microphone, so you know, if there's any karaoke going on, Freddy Fazbear is gonna be the first person on that stage. So is Freddy Fazbear gonna be invited to the cookout? The thing is, like, look, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, Freddy Fazbear probably black. I don't know, bro. Like, Freddy Fazbear is giving me like Mexican vibes. Foxy's giving me like some dark skin vibes. Chica could either be like, I think Chica's like just a big white girl. Yeah, Chica's probably like a big white girl from the South. Bonnie is like some hippie from California. And Golden Freddy, you know, Golden Freddy's just a crackhead. You know, you don't really got a race to him. But Freddy Fazbear, yeah, you're invited, man. Just bring some food or something, because I don't know. I feel like being a star, you know, having all the attention, you kind of let it go to your head. But I feel like once Freddy comes out of his shell, once those lights turn off, you know, everybody wants to listen to some music, he's gonna be there to sing. So yeah, Freddy Fazbear, you're valid. Out of the entire video, what did we come up with? What was our conclusion? Well, Bonnie is not coming into the cookout. Bonnie is a hippie vegan who brings his guitar everywhere, so I'm not letting that into my crib. Golden Freddy is a crackhead with superpowers. I don't really need to explain that. I'm not bringing a crackhead with superpowers into my house. Chica the chicken. She's a very great guest. She's already been to a few of my cookouts. And yeah, I mean, she's great with kids. I'm bringing her in for sure, without a doubt. Foxy the pirate. He's a bit of a shy guy. You know, he doesn't really like being watched, but you know, once he's out of his shell, he's there. I'll play some basketball. I'll play some football. You want to do like some charades. You want to do Dance Dance Revolution. Karaoke, not so much, but you know, Foxy's gonna be there no matter what. He's a cool guy. Once he comes out of his shell, he's a great guy. And of course, the man of the hour, Freddy Fazbear. I'm inviting him. I don't know why. I can see him as like, I can see Freddy Fazbear drinking a little bit and just like singing at the top of his lungs and making everybody uncomfortable. But I feel like every family cookout needs that. Everybody needs that drunk singer. Baby, baby, I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance. But yeah, that's been the video, guys. My name's Khalees. Could we get 40 likes? No, let's get 50 likes. If we get 50 likes on the video, I will do a backflip. Okay, I said it. My name's Khalees. Don't forget it. And I'll catch you guys in a next video. Peace.